Coming to you today from the slopes of the Remarkables just outside Queenstown in New Zealand's South Island. This is a mainly unsealed climb up to the ski resort here, and Strava tells me it's about 13%, or should I say 13 kilometres at about 10%, so very steep. And as you can see, I'm already sweating buckets and I'm only probably 2.5–3 kilometres in. The views behind me are incredible, and already we're starting to see some great views down to Queenstown. Might be able to see there. It's only probably 30 degrees, something like that, but very exposed here on the road and struggling in this heat. I'm on a hardtail mountain bike, as you can see, and yep, road shoes on a mountain bike. Faux pas, I know, but when you're climbing something this steep, I want every little bit of power I can get, so I have to excuse the faux pas there. It's just flattened off a little bit here after probably 3 k's, which is nice. And I've been told that the road's actually closed up ahead because they're doing some kind of construction works or regrading. So we'll see how we go. I'll keep going until I can't go anymore and then see how we go. Alright, this is hard. About 4.8 kilometres into the 13k climb. And you might be able to see here that the surface is now kind of a rough, loose gravel at about 13 or 14%. It turned to this gravel about 3.7 kilometres in, and it's been just grindy ever since, averaging about 7 k's an hour. Luckily the views are very good over Lake Wakatipu and the Queenstown airport there, but it's not getting any easier up this way, I tell you. I've got about 5 kilometres, maybe a little bit more, to the summit here. It hasn't gotten any easier, that's for sure. There are a couple of flat bits here and there, but between those flat bits, the road's probably between 10 and 15%. You can see there, I'll try and hold it flat. That's the gradient. And this bit here is actually alright, but the section just before was really rough. Rocks probably the size of my fist, I reckon. Just super hard to find traction, even on a mountain bike. In the lowest gear possible on the bike, spinning at about, I don't know, 5.5–6 kilometres an hour, and only just able to keep traction, so this is bloody hard. So here I am at the Remarkables ski area. There's not actually much happening up here. Not that many buildings, if any, actually. It's kind of a bit of a construction zone at the moment, here until June 2015, and I can't go any further there because it's actually a construction zone. But this is effectively the top, I believe. The ski ramps, or ski lifts, are just there. This is the top, so on my reckoning that's about 12 and a bit kilometres from the start of the climb, and that was really hard. It was an average of 10% or more on really rough gravel with lots of corrugations and very rough surface. There was even a false flat and a little bit of downhill there for 500 metres, so give you an idea of just how steep it was. That would be a really hard climb if it was sealed, but the fact that it's unsealed makes it one of the hardest climbs I've ever done, if not the hardest. That was really hard. And let's have a look here. We're at 1,500 metres of altitude, and it's starting to get a bit cold up here, so I'm going to head straight down and take this high bike back. Whew.